I've tweeted couple of things. There's a slide. This is going back to Learning Technology show last week. If you were listening about an hour ago, you'll know about this. But I'll just say again that it's a tech show for learning at workplace learning, and they did speak about a learning organisation, Sheer IMC, organised this talk, and it was interesting. It was all about how to make sure learning materials were consistent throughout a large organisation in many different countries, but it was all assuming the strategy, the policy of the company was unchanged, whereas I'd thought of a learning organisation as feedback, reaching some sort of centre where possibly things might change based on what different people said at different levels of how things were organised. And when I found the book, I realised this is from the 90s. The book I've photographed here is the Learning Company, and it's got a diagram. It's a kind of a loop. Policy, operations, action, ideas in a sort of circle, and I don't think that idea was as strong in the presentation as it might have been. And I also think all the things that were talked about during the 2 days, the way that AI, for example, is going to change the possibilities and the problems in terms of competition and what people are looking for. I think there's quite a lot of feedback to the policy loop that might be relevant. Anyway, we'll come back to this later on, and I'll try and find a bit more on what different people think about this. What I can remember from the 90s, there must be more about these sort of ideas in business schools at the moment. And as I said, I couldn't find not long ago, before lockdown, I'd say there were business schools at that show, learning technologies, but they don't seem to be there at this time.